So I actually I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but I've been over here probably like past 2 days. If you can already see, one of them's already, well, you can't see right now, but when you see when I switch it over, I'd already watched the Castillo one, and I watched this other one with these two dudes that you snaked me and cut me out the deal for yourself. I don't even remember their names, but I just I found these so fucking hilarious when I was watching them because I'm just like, in America, I could never envision us putting this type of personal information out there. Now, granted, we do the fucking reality TV thing here, like anybody else, but the way that you guys have decided to go sit down and put some of your most deepest, darkest shit in front of the fucking camera for the internet to see, I'm just like, it's fucking wild, and I'm just, hey, it might be a little fucked up, but I'm laughing at some people's pain. But then I'm just finding it just so hilarious. So I'm just like, I don't honestly, I don't give a fuck. It's just funny to me. So I was like, yo, I gotta throw the camera off of one of these to see how it goes. See if you guys fuck with it. But I'd seen some wild shit because the way that the niggas were acting on this one I'm gonna do today is called "Our Daughter's Deaf" and "You Ducked Out." Wild ass fucking title already, but the way the niggas was like, yo, you just had a baby. This is from the trailer. He's like, you just had a baby. Like, fucking calm down. Oh my god, that nigga's fucking. What's wrong with some of you niggas, man? Like, this shit just don't make no sense to me. Like, oh man, it's just like that shit just was funny as fuck to me. So I was like, I'm gonna do one to this. So I don't know what to call this. I'll probably title title it that plus reaction or whatever, or somebody could tell me what to title it, or could lead me to more of these types of fucking fuckery on the internet. I for sure will check out more of them. But yeah, let's get into this one. This is a video off of Trend Central. It's called Full Discourse. This is episode 2. And yeah, let's check this out together because I thought that shit was hilarious.
That they could be better at, but it's like one thing and you're out the door. I haven't come here for this. I'm not going to get violated and I have to set a standard. If I let that slide for the whole week, my shit's going missing then.
When people think you're weak and you physically can't like handle yourself, that's when they take the piss.
The key is just taking that little step out of your comfort zone.
I miss my daughter a lot.
Yeah.
This is why I say people don't like you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do this shit starting even in the trailer. When you sign up for something on television or entertainment, competition show, whatever, you know before the fuck you left how long you were gonna go. So I hate when motherfuckers be like, oh, I miss my ex, I miss this, I miss my kids. I don't want to hear that shit. Motherfucker, you sound stupid to me. You knew what the fuck you were signing up for. And I'm not saying people can't miss their kids. That's not the point of this. My point is, you left the house for a reason. Complete the fucking task. You felt like it was okay to leave the fucking kid for that long. So separate. Fucking handle the business. We're here for a reason. You missed your daughter, but from the premise of this show, it seems like you're supposed to be trying to become a better fucking person. Focus on that. All that, fuck all that shit. I hate that fucking shit. Niggas be fucking, oh, I went on Top Chef. I'm trying to change the world for me and my kids. I want to live a better life. Like, all right, that's okay. But then you talking about, oh, I'm losing because I'm losing focus because I'm thinking about my kids. You dumb motherfucker. You's a dumb motherfucker. I hate that shit.
That's cool. I know why I came here. I didn't come here to like you or like the next girl.
I'm too cute.
You already started.
You're not that cute.
That's old boy girl from fucking Blue Couch Therapy. What's old boy? He's the trainer.
Did Jericho just touch me? Let me tell you something.
Oh, did she just touch you? What are you asking questions for? You should have hit that bitch with a quick one.
Let me tell you something. In your life.
In light of the altercation that
In your face. While you're trying to tell her some bullshit, she's telling you, I did already. Come on, I'm throwing something. Fuck, what are you talking about?
happened yesterday night.
Oh, wow. When she does not have her face on, I didn't even know that was her. That was her sitting on the stairs a little bit ago.
We have decided to send you ladies on a wellness retreat.
Those girls do not like me. No matter what you say to them, they will never like me. All they can do is come to my face and be fake. Girl, I opened up to you. I literally sat down and opened up to you.
I trusted you. You could have defended me in a different way. Defended me in a different way. I don't care.
I'm probably gonna watch that shit. This shit look wild as fuck too. Oh my God, yo, who be making
Our
these
daughter's-
shows? It's like a black TV One. Is what this feels like to me when I be
Our
watching Trend
daughter's
Central.
deaf. She doesn't have hearing, and I had to deal with
That
that
shit got serious
by
early?
myself from the day.
No, you didn't.
This man right here is gonna be so hilarious to react to. I'm sorry that the bullshit that he's probably put this girl through because she said some wild shit.
What's her condition called?
Blood. That's like asking, oh wow, you're failing these tests? Shit.
You don't sit there and lie, bro.
hold on.
So what am I lying? What am I lying about?
Okay. Yeah, what's she lying about, Blood? Let's know. Let's find out. Yo, shout out to Project Gorilla.
As you should
I don't need
have
this
been.
intro. I don't
Why
need
do
that intro.
you feel that you weren't there as much as you should have been? You were out just doing you.
Anyone that's really ever been on the road,
He looks like the adult version of what's old boy? He looks like the adult version of Ats from Top Boy. That's who he looks like. He looks like Ats as an adult. Now I gotta go find out if Larone is Ats. So hold on. I gotta find out. All right, let's find out. Let's find out if Larone is Ats. Come on, Blood. Yeah, who is he? Oh, he's still a little nigga. Hell no, it can't be him. I'm tripping like a motherfucker. Tell me you don't look like this man. Tell me this man don't look like him. That's not the same nigga. That's not the same. That's the same nigga. That's the same guy. Yo, Larone moving crazy already.
knows you don't ever really jump off the road. You just take it a little easier. Evelyn,
Hi.
you alright?
They love each other. He may be on bullshit a lot of the times, but if you can make your girl laugh like that from just sitting down and hitting her with just a little cheeky little smile, oh yeah, they love each other. Like, oh man, she's really hurt because he's really on some fuckboy shit probably. Oh damn.
Evelyn,
Hi.
you alright?
Good, thank you.
What's up?
Yeah. So obviously, I invited you here,
You did?
and through some very, very long issues, we are here. But we've known each other for how many years? 16? 16 years. I was 15.
Yeah, I
so-
told you. When I met you, you was just a snotty-nosed little
Oh,
kid.
Whatever. Okay, so I was 16, so yeah.
Okay, so they got
16 when you
time.
met me, so
They got
that's
time.
Literally 17 years I've known you.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a daughter, she's 14.
A daughter in my image.
Yeah, she looks exactly like you.
I know.
Oh, because we've seen that trailer. My nigga, that daughter in my image shit. You can't even name her condition and she's 14. Oh my God. You know, some waste man shit.
Crazy. But yeah, no, I wanted to bring you here because obviously we've never really had a conversation about.
Man should have cleaned the bricks before he left the house. Like, what are we doing? We know we're going to be on camera. Now, granted, you probably don't know your shoes are going to be shown or not, but hit them bitches with a toothbrush. What, you niggas got that crep control shit over there. What the fuck is he doing?
Basically everything that's transpired from the minute that we met to now. Obviously, we had our daughter when we were teenagers.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I was 16 when I was
No,
when
I
I
was
found
20.
I was pregnant. No, you weren't.
I was 20. I turned 24 months later. 3 months later.
Okay. Wait, no, I was 17 when I had her.
Now, is that a thing over there? Because, like, in America, it's like it's state by state. So is it, like, okay for that age difference over there? Like, that's normal for y'all? Because, like, over here, like that age range is a wild range in some places, or just, like, socially in the conversation in today's time, especially after, like, the R. Kelly incident and shit. Like, it's a wild age range right now.
Her?
Yeah?
And then you turned 20 3 months later, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like you abandoned your daughter.
That's a hell of a transition, girl. What the fuck? You just went from, make sure that you understand that I know exactly how fucking old you were and how old I was at the time and where we were in life. I think you abandoned your fucking kid. What? That's the transition? Oh my God. Hey, hey.
I feel, and
That's a stretch.
My perception of abandonment and yours may be two different things, but
Yeah,
I feel
yours
like
is nonsense.
Yeah.
Mine's like
Hey, bro. Hey, you don't even know what her perception is yet. Let her tell you. And then you went straight to telling her what yours was.
look.
okay.
No, sorry, go on. Go ahead.
I feel that you've not really played an active role in her life. Maybe in the last few years, I would say that you've probably been more present. But
All right,
I would
big
say
up,
in her
big up.
upbringing, I feel like you just really wasn't there, and it had a massive effect on her. And I don't think you actually know the effect that it had on her because you weren't there to see it. I feel like you more cared about how it affected me, but you never
So where
really.
was I?
Lorona, that is a question that you need to answer.
If I wasn't there, where do you think I was?
I think you were out living your life.
Okay.
I think you were out.
That smile lets me know, Lerone, you were out living your motherfucking life, hands down. And as a man, yeah, I understand that you probably were. Not the running off bit. I don't get that one fucking part. I don't get that at all. But you just living your life part, oh yeah. And the way you just smiled right now, yeah, you probably were just living your life. And like, oh well, you thought you had a strong bird at home, and like, hey, she got that. She got a family support structure. She'll be okay.
Out just doing you, and you were just like, Evelyn's got this, she's cool, she can handle this.
No, stop the cap. You know full well I never thought you had this. Because I'll tell you openly, like, you know full well I never thought you had this.
If you didn't think I had it, if you didn't think I was looking after...
Dude, this nigga, why are you lying, bro? You left the fucking kid with her. And it's the fuck, that's the biggest statement of, nah, bitch, I think you got it.
Our daughter in the best way I could, then why weren't you there more?
You know what I'm saying? It's going to take me a minute to fathom the nonsense.
All right, okay, all right.
So, I'm not going to sit and lie and say, yeah, I was there, like, fully active as a parent. Because you know I wasn't, yeah? But don't
Act like
dare
you-
make out like, oh, you
weren't.
know, I was just totally absent. Like you
No,
and I,
I'm not
you and I
saying
never
you
grew
were
up with our
totally
fathers,
absent.
yeah? So you know what absent is. We both know what absent
and
is.
I don't think you were totally...
You just said it though, I was absent.
No, I said that I feel like you abandoned her.
I feel like in your head, it's nice. It's like a nice little story. You know, you tell people he wasn't there, so I
Yeah.
did this all by myself.
Yeah.
Like, say, oh, you know, you did it by yourself. You're such a strong black one. Now stop it, man. Because I was
Okay.
around, didn't it?
Okay.
And
If
it
you
wasn't
could put a percentage on it, what would it be?
maybe.
Hey, if it's anything under 45, my nigga, you have no room to talk.
You can't listen.
No, but if
this-
you could put a percentage on
on
the...
50. No, at least 50. At least 50. At least 65. 60.
Laverne.
Give or take 5%.
50%.
Give or take.
This is what I'm saying. We are worlds apart because I would say you were there 15%.
No, you live in Islington, I live in Hackney. We're not.
No, but it doesn't matter where you live, where I live.
Oh, if that is his excuse, oh, bruv, yeah, you're really chatting shit. You can't. Oh, she lived here, you lived there. She was obviously close enough for you to put a baby in her. The fuck? You could have gone back to see your baby.
The whole
You
point.
said we're worlds apart.
So this is what happened in my head.
Yeah.
When I found out I was pregnant,
Yeah.
you were for it. You were like, yeah, let's keep.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you even told your mum, and I remember sitting down with your mum, and your mum was like, yeah, you should keep
Yeah,
the
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
I remember her saying,
Yeah, I remember.
You can even live here if your mum kicks you out.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you remember my mum was actually trying to kick me out?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I remember having her, and then for the first year, I'm gonna put my hands up. Fantastic father.
Damn right.
First year of her life,
Respect.
I couldn't ask.
Even though I feel like I'm kind of being hard on a nigga right now. I'm gonna give each person points whenever they deserve a point. Is how I'm looking at it. And currently, her side just seems to be more honest about the situation, and especially when she's taking the time to know, like, hey, that first year, or like the most recent years of our daughter's life, yeah, you've been here, but there's a section, my nigga. Hey,
Anymore. Because you had her 50% of the time. You would turn up, you would look after her. But then, after that year, you ducked out.
I didn't.
he started
duck
working
out,
for
bro.
Deshane. I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you, that's fucking ads. He started working
was
for
that?
Deshane. He went to
2000.
Summer House.
Yeah. I was in jail a lot that year. Remember, I went to
Okay,
jail.
so
like,
2009, 10, 11, 12,
it
13,
stretched
14,
into
15.
2009. Yeah, and then obviously, you know,
No, I don't.
look, anyone that's really ever been on the roads or whatever you call it,
Before I hear this bullshit, I'm gonna call it like this. He probably did 2 years of in and out jail. Hold on. He probably did 2 years of in and out jail where he was like, yo, like, I've not really seen my daughter. He's probably personally not feeling like he's a good force in her life. So he just ducks out and just kind of like floats away a little bit. That's what I'm thinking more so happened.
it knows you don't ever really jump off the roads. You just take it a little easier.
You put the roads above your daughter.
Even if I wasn't so active, it's like there was times when I was still doing a lot of nonsense. And therefore, I didn't really want you to, you knew anyway. But
Yeah, but
my
you've never
point-
said this to me because
Don't like you didn't know.
All I've ever known is that
Our first date, the first time I took you out, what happened?
you got arrested.
No, I didn't get arrested. What happened?
You got
we were
stopped and
walking,
searched.
and what did he say to you?
So I know he said something like.
He basically pulled man up
Are
and
you
said,
sure you want
"Do you know my man? Do you know who you're going out with?
Yeah, something like
This
that.
you
I
does."
should have run from
Yeah,
there.
but the point is, you knew from day dot.
She loved that shit. She's like, I got me a real road man. That's the part of, all right, so this is where I'm about to have to give her fucking a strike. You knew the nigga you signed up to fuck with, especially if you had that shit happen on the first date. Oh, you knew he was a wild ass nigga, but you loved that shit and you ignored that red flag and it cost you in some ways. But you really do, like I said, when I first saw how you two looked at each other, there is a love there between you two that a lot of people will never experience. So that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to take nothing away from that. It's just more so, hey, you contributed to this bullshit. You signed up to roll with a wild ass nigga like Laurent. You for sure did that shit, Evelyn. You gotta own that shit.
Yeah, Laverne, I'm not denying.
So-
at 15 years of age, the area that I grew up
Don't
in.
make it sound like he was paedophile.
Hold-
Like,
okay.
I was only 2 years older than you.
Okay.
She's definitely not saying that, bro. Like, stay in the conversation. She's saying that she was young-minded at the time, fucking with somebody. That's what the fuck she's saying.
Okay.
Free.
I just said at 15
Yeah, but
years
you
of
sound like
age.
something man's grooming you or
Yeah, but
something
it doesn't
like.
matter what you think. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I took my hat sounded at 15. Come on.
When I was 15 years of age,
Yeah.
because we can have a proper conversation because
Alright,
we've
go
never
on.
done it. This is how I feel like our conversations go. You don't really take it seriously. You don't.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Right.
All right, go on.
Okay. At 15 years of age, meeting someone like you, I'd never met anyone. That was different to me, different to the world I'd grown up in. So I was
You're
infatuated.
the first real man she's ever been
when
with.
I met you because it was like,
Okay.
oh, bad boy, oh my God, I've never seen this before. When I found out I was pregnant, it was a shock to me, but cool, we were doing what we were doing. It was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But my issue is not your lifestyle. My biggest issue is our daughter's deaf. She doesn't have hearing, and I had to deal with that by myself from the day.
If Laurent don't know how to use, I don't know if you guys have like English Sign Language or if American Sign Language is just the standard for the world. But if Blood doesn't know how to use sign language to communicate with his own daughter, that's some sucker shit. Flat out. You gotta fix that, bro. She has a way that she has to communicate, and you need to learn how to fucking do that shit. Like the mandatory. Manda-fucking-tory. Now, if the mom does neither, both y'all suck. Both of y'all suck.
No, you didn't.
What's her condition called?
I don't know.
Okay. What age was she diagnosed deaf?
Like 5.
No, 3.
Oh, Jesus
3
Christ.
years of age.
I was close.
Okay.
Yo, so this is the part where when niggas trying to argue with the girl, like, stop. When they're asking questions like this, they know the answer. And they are making sure that you are either going to give the right answer or they're going to let you fucking know. Nigga, if you don't answer these questions correctly, fucking 5, that's 2. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right, cool.
You don't know
But I
because you
noticed,
weren't
we
there.
did, my whole family, we all noticed things though. And don't act like I wasn't there, but I was taking care of regular.
To where?
To my mum, what do you mean? To my mum's house?
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. Where was her hospital based? I did it by myself, Lorraine.
These are all the questions that I can answer for my daughter. So this is where I'm like, son, like, you have to know these fucking answers. Like, we are not fucking in the 50s. You can't be a parent and be like, oh, well, like, fuck it. Say you were paying for everything. If you can't answer these questions, I don't give a fuck what you're paying for. You're not paying for you're not active in the very most important parts, at least to me. That's how I feel. I'm not gonna say that she gets away with saying that I did it all by myself if he's not there for this. I was just saying that that's an important part of being a parent is knowing these things. Like, the fuck, he might not know that he can't feed his daughter's fucking peanuts. Like, that's crazy.
That's the point I'm trying to make to you. You weren't there.
All right, cool.
And I'm saying, as somebody who was 17, I was going to college. I was working a full-time job. I had a daughter and she was deaf. I just needed...
She wasn't deaf at birth though, bro. Stop acting like we were
at
17.
3 years of age, I just...
So you were 20 then?
Right, I needed a little bit of support.
Fam, I feel like...
Yo, hey, she's putting in a lot of work. Respect.
You were too busy arguing with man about getting no support rather than telling me, like, don't get me wrong. There's probably a couple of things like, but you never told me about no appointments or nothing like that. Like, LeBron, come to this one. Come to this one. Because you had...
Come. They have to be told. Motherfucker, that's information you should know. Those are important dates. Like, at least to me, like, the type of parent that I wanted to be. Like, these are things that you should know or, like, want to fucking know for your kid, especially, like, if you have a daughter. Like, that's mini-me. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't know. Like, that's just, I don't know. I guess I'm different.
Had been resigned to, yeah? Oh, he's not going to do it anyway, so let me just do it. Like,
No,
come on, bro.
Laverne, it gets to a point
It has to
where
get done. It doesn't matter if you're not going
I
to do
call
it. It has to
you,
be done.
Your phone's off or you don't answer, and I very much realise I can't even get hold of you to give you any information. I've spent more time not speaking to you as a parent, as a co-parent, than I have speaking to you. Because you're not somebody, you would avoid my calls. Remember when I'd call, I used to do ridiculous things like call you again and call you again because I needed your help. And I wasn't adverse to admit that I needed your help. It was very overwhelming.
No, I don't believe it was that. I don't believe it was that. Like, look, man.
That's my experience, and I'm telling you that's what it was.
So you're saying you went through that by yourself. Let's fast forward now. Kaya's got
That's
her
not what she
cochlear
just said.
implants.
That's not what she
Boom,
just
everything's
said.
Gravy. What then? Like, what? So, let's think about the timeline. First year, I was amazing.
First year, you was amazing.
Shine light out my ass. Cool. Second year, I was ghost.
Disappeared.
Third year, so what?
No, the first year you was there. Second year you say you went to jail. Third year you might have been in jail, but you was back in the roads. And then fourth year, we don't know where you at. That's the timeline I got so far.
Cool. I was in and out them times, yeah. And 09.
Her schools didn't know you.
What? Of course the school knew me. I used to go to the
old school?
You know I knew Evelyn. You know I know.
What's the name of your daughter's old
1 minute. Give me
school?
a minute.
Okay. Let's.
Hang on a moment, bro. Two people can't talk.
No, you're right. You're right. Go on.
I've forgotten. But I
Okay.
do know it.
What was the name
I've
of the
been there
school
bare
before
times.
that?
What do you mean?
The school
talking
that
about the
she
primary
just-
school.
Yeah, she had two primary schools.
The
alright.
first primary school, I'll tell you exactly how to get there, fam. You come out your mum's house, you go left. You go straight down to the top.
I'm gonna let it slide then. If you actually know how to get there, I'm gonna let it ride. The nigga just forgot the name. That shit happens all the time.
Yeah? And then freaking you turn a right, fam, and it's down there. And
What
it's
was
off
the name of her second school?
But you know I know where it was though, yeah? Alright, cool. say
No,
nothing.
because of.
Stop
Okay,
lying.
Laverne,
Stop
I'm
lying.
not-
You know I know where it was.
No.
Alright, cool.
I'm saying to you.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it. It was time ago.
No. I'm saying to you that you were very absent.
Yeah.
So the 1 or 2 times that you would have picked her up does
my
not
God,
does not compare.
Fam, do you want me to walk off on you, blood?
Sorry?
Stop making out it's 1 or 2 times, fam. I remember walking in the snow with bits.
I remember
for your
you
ass.
doing that.
Exactly, so
I
stop
remember
making
you
out like
doing-
I was absent, fam.
I'm not going. See, I've never said the word absent. I said
You've said it
abandoned.
like 9 times
I
now.
said abandoned.
She did say absent, but her overall point is the abandonment.
That's even worse.
Your daughter feels abandoned.
No,
by
she
you.
doesn't. She loves me.
Really?
She does love me.
Yeah,
Fuck.
It's not mutually exclusive, my boy. She can love you and still feel abandoned. That is a very real thing.
She
Phone her
does.
now.
She does love you because you are her father.
That's not.
She's never gonna stop loving you.
Nah. Because me and Kai's had conversations and she's been like, Dad,
Has she
you know
told
what?
you? Has she told you the trauma that she felt from the things that you used to do, like telling her that you'd come, and then she'd be waiting with her backpack and her coat on and you
I don't
wouldn't
want to hear
turn
stuff
up.
like that. Yeah, you know what?
You don't
stuff
want to
like
hear
that.
it, but
Yeah,
it's
I
the
don't wanna
truth.
hear it,
Has
'cause
she
that's
told
not
you
nice,
this?
is it? Has she told me that?
Has she told you this?
Nah, she hasn't.
When she used to sit there crying because you would tell her that I'm coming and then you wouldn't turn up.
Listen, I didn't say, I was the first person to admit I haven't been perfect. Yeah, but I feel like more than you give man credit for.
Okay.
I feel like I've done more than you give me credit for in the
So
circumstances that I'm in.
why do you feel
I'm gonna, like I said, I'm trying to be as fair as possible. I will agree to that point that he, especially when he calls her out on certain shit, it does show that her perception is just slightly skewed a little bit. She is trying to be as honest as she can, but she is the hurt party in this. So I see that she is leaving a lot of shit out because, shit, let's say my nigga's there 3 months out of a fucking year. Nigga, that's 3 months out of a year, bro. Like, that's not it. It's not a fucking, it's not a lot of goddamn time. Like, even though you feel like you're doing a lot, like, that's still not a lot. So I can see where even though she's leaving out a lot of times where that nigga was there or, like, showed up or still was really active in his daughter's life, it's still not as much as what was necessary. I think is her underlying point is, like, I needed a lot more from this nigga and I was not getting it. And I think she's having a hard time explaining that shit to this nigga.
feel that you weren't there as much as you should have been? Or do you feel like you were there as much?
Honestly, no. I told you, with the other 50% of the time, it was just I was doing stuff.
You were tending to your other children?
Nah, because even them, I wouldn't say I've been in their lives totally.
But I feel like you've been in their lives more than you've been in our
Nah,
daughter's
it's
life.
nonsense. I
feel
could.
like you have.
I'm telling you right now, yeah. Kaya, April's lot, and Tristan. Nah, blood. Even when I think about it, nah.
You feel like you were there mostly for Kaya?
No, I feel like it was probably about even.
To be honest, I think the fact that Kaya has a brother that's the same age as her is an abomination.
How's that an abomination?
I feel
Yo, that's a wild ass word. Yo, she's using her word usage is premium, but there's some heavy words. Now she's gone from absent, abandoned to abomination. Like, yo, she's killing this nigga in this A section. However, what the fuck? Yo, that nigga's on the madness. He pulled a Lil Wayne. Had 2 kids same year. Oh my God, it's not a fucking abomination. You can't talk about somebody's fucking brother or sister or child like that. That's wild as fuck. That's not the right word. You feel very disrespected because you know how babies are made, and there's 2 9-month spans in a year. That's totally possible. However, them motherfuckers is gonna overlap, which means that nigga was doing some shit he wasn't supposed to be doing against you. That's the point. The kid in your word choice is wild as fuck, though.
I feel like it's an abomination.
How? I'm tapping 2 things at the same time. You both.
I think his first answer to that is I'm tapping 2 things at the same time. Like, that's not how you respond in this situation.
Both have used how's that an abomination?
I feel like it's an
Yo, he's proud of himself.
abomination.
How? I'm tapping 2 things at the same time. You both have you 7 months apart. What? That's not an abomination. That's joyous, fam. More kids in my image,
I can't
fam.
take you seriously. I actually can't.
Jesus
Kaya
Christ.
knows that she has a brother,
Yeah.
right? That's the same age as her,
Yeah.
and you think that's okay for her to know that's what my dad was doing.
Listen, and this is one thing I always tell my kids, yeah.
That ain't nothing for her to fucking worry about. You're making some shit onto the child that doesn't even fucking matter. She has a brother. That's all that fucking matters. How that nigga got here, the implications of that relationship and all that other bullshit, that's not for her to be concerned with. Now, are those questions I feel like if she once answered as his daughter later in life, he does owe her that conversation because he was living that life? Oh yeah, you want to live that life? You should have to answer those questions later. That is something. If your kid wants to know, I feel like they have the right to that conversation. But to be like, oh, well, she's just fucked up behind it. No, have her focus on the shit that is actually important. You got a fucking brother, same age as you. It's fucking amazing. Dope as shit. Here you go. You have family. That's where her focus should be as the child. You as the mom, though. Oh yeah, you thinking about that shit? That shit toxic to the brain. Shit, let that shoe on the other foot. If women were the ones out here just could get motherfuckers pregnant at the same time, oh yeah, like niggas be tore up. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And especially my sons. One day we're gonna sit and we're gonna drink as men. You understand me? And you're gonna have 2 things on the go. He's gonna have 3 things on the
Oh,
go.
so you're advocating that for your sons?
It's life, bro.
This is
Listen,
what you want
I'm
for your
not one.
children.
Listen, you know, back in the day, you're
can't
this Bible nut,
believe
yeah. You're
it.
such a Bible nut. Guys used
I know he's about to say some bullshit, but that is the honest conversation that a father does need to have, because even if he does raise them to not do X, Y, and Z, shit, they could be outside running through all type of pussy. It's his responsibility as their father that if they are out there with 2-3 things at a fucking time and they're running around doing something, that you make sure that they have the moral and ethical codes to know how to deal with those situations, that they're not lying to get pussy, so they're lying to bitches so they have 3 bitches that they can fuck at the same time, that you taught them to practice safe sex and shit. Like, it's not that you advocate for those things, but it's like he says, it is life though. Like, niggas is gonna live life, especially if you're young and shit, you have no obligations and shit. Yeah, you might be out here doing some wild shit, but make sure that there's a better way to handle these situations. And the way he tries to present it is like, well, shit, hey, if it is my son and he is fucking some bitches, it's exactly what a father wants. It's, to an extent. But, like, we could educate niggas on how to do these things better and not be fucking douchebags while doing it, because that's not necessary.
Just a father, 12, 13, 14 kids, fam.
Yeah.
The aim was always to build a
Can
legacy.
you look?
The
You
aim,
have
2 people
9
can't talk at the same
children.
time.
Can
2
you
people
look
can't
after
talk at
your
the same
9
time.
children?
What?
You have 9 children.
Your
Can
point?
you look after your 9 children?
Yeah, I can. And I clearly.
Oh man, that nigga smiled, frowned, did everything. Like, he knows that, like, he wants to be able to take care of 9 kids. He wants to, but he knows he can't financially do that. He really, like, not the way that he knows he should be doing it. No, he can't. He can't meet that.
Really do, because they all clearly know me. They all love me, fam.
Laverne?
Let's stop it. Like
I'm
let's not
so
right here.
sorry.
Don't never in life think you can embarrass me, fam.
I'm
Ever
not
in
trying to
life, fam.
embarrass you. That's the
Oh,
whole
do you,
point.
think that they can say you've been there? Yes, fam.
No, but this
Yes,
is
She's calling you on your bullshit, bro. She's calling you on your bullshit. I don't feel like this is her trying to, like, embarrass you or drag you out. I feel like, I don't know how you two are having this conversation in front of a camera in a room full of a production team. Like, that's crazy that you were willing to not have this conversation on the phone with her or fucking at fucking cafe number 2 with Deshane and them. Like, you thought this was okay to come sit down here and be honest with her. That's the part where I'm just like, yo, like, she's not trying to embarrass you. She's getting answers that you never answered, and she's challenging you. Like, man, you got 9 kids. You really think you can pay for all of them? And then you move it to, oh, well, all my kids love me. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Can you pay for them? Can you pay for them how they need to be paid for? That's the question. I'm calling bullshit. I do, but I do know you love your kids though. You seem like you want to have that grand family. I'm just, hey, you seem very immature in a lot of ways.
fam.
I can talk from my daughter's experience.
Is what?
Remember,
Your daughter loves
like,
me, fam.
Right, but I can talk from her experience when I know the trauma she's gone through from feeling like you weren't
All
in
right,
her
cool.
life.
And there's also times that she will tell you, my dad is the most wonderful person alive.
Trust me, that's not what she's saying.
That's not what she's saying to you, my bro.
That's not. She doesn't hate you.
She doesn't hate you. Listen to me.
She loves you dearly.
Listen to me. You don't know the conversations I have with Kyle.
I do
Now
know
listen
the
to me.
conversations.
I'm
I
not.
monitor her
I would be a fool to sit here and tell you, oh yeah, you know, the kids don't think I'm not like. Again, I've not been the model
Do you
father.
remember when you didn't see Kaya for 11 months? 11 months.
Was I on the street?
You wasn't in jail. Do you think 11 months is
Yeah,
okay?
you weren't in
and
jail,
can
that's
say, oh, but
crazy.
my daughter loves me.
Listen.
That's
to me.
crazy.
There's
11
certain
months, you
times.
did not see
There's
your
certain
child.
times. There's certain times, Ev. Yeah.
Yo, the reason I also find this crazy is because I've been over there now. 11 months? You could have walked to fucking your child in 11 months in the fucking country of fucking England. What the fuck are you doing that you can't see your kid for 11 months? It doesn't make sense to me. It's somebody who's now been there, and like I've walked cities. I fucking traveled on buses and mega buses and double deckers and shit. Like, this shit. What? 11 months? You didn't see a fucking kid in a country of that size? How did you allow that to happen? What kind of fuckery was you on? Oh.
Yeah, between like.
And that
look,
was a regular
listen to me.
Lorraine.
Listen to me. There's certain times when I can't even be around you lot with some of the fuckery I'm keeping
But this
up
is
with.
the first time
Just called it. He had to be on some real fuckery. And if you're on that type of time, then just say that shit. I was on some time that being next to you is far more dangerous than me being a good father. But you being alive is way more paramount than me being a good father. Those are shitty decisions, but if you're already outside and you're already caught up in the madness, that's the decision I have to fucking make. But that's shit you can say out loud, or at least to me. Like, that's the type of, like, hey, bitch, this is what I'm dealing with. Do you want me to put your life at risk just so you can be like, oh, well, I have the support I'm asking for? Or would you like to still be alive and not have to worry about some fucking wild ass nigga coming up and fucking stabbing me or fucking shooting me or doing fucking whatever with a fucking bat, acid? Like, cause you niggas is wild. Y'all use all type of fucking forms of fucking beat a nigga down. So, yeah, like, these are very, like, you could challenge her bullshit that you feel like is bullshit, but you just won't be honest. I think that's probably where, if I keep doing these, I'm just going to have to give it to the person that's being more honest about the situation. Because, yeah, my nigga, like, if you're going to say you was on some fuckery like that, what was you doing? I don't need to know actually what you was doing, but, like, say you were on some fuckery that is, like, high level. Then, okay, like, shit. At least I understand.
I've heard it. The thing is, right?
Well, you can kind of gauge it, bro.
No, I can't gauge it, Lerone, because as far as I'm concerned, you are supposed to be her father. I can't get hold of you. I don't see you for 6 months out of the year. I can't explain to our daughter where you've gone. She's going through a madness. Let me explain something.
That's the thing that I feel like with parenting needs to fucking stop. You need to start having harder conversations with your child, especially if they're having to live a life that is tough. My daddy's gone for 6 months out of the year because he's a real road man and shit is dangerous outside. Sit down and have that fucking conversation, because then that will, one, prepare her to understand the life that she is getting caught up in, but then that allows her to fucking grow and understand her own emotions and navigate through these fucking times, because you're just letting her sit there like, oh, my daddy don't love me because he said he was going to show up, but then he said that because he wants to be a good father and he's on the phone with me. He's not going to tell me he's not going to show up on the phone. But now as a parent, you need to be like, yo, like, it's wild outside for that nigga. Like, what does that mean? Like, you need to have these conversations. Like, I feel like as a parent, like, stop that shit. Like, oh, like, you're forcing them into other adult situations that you feel like you're trying to protect them from because you want them to just be a child. And I'm sorry, like, if we're in those situations, that protection is no longer there. Like, conversations need to be had. Like, fuck, man. Some of this could have been preventable to me.
Something to you. When a child has her hearing and then starts to go deaf, that's a traumatic thing. And Kaya has had to deal with that. Mental health, because she knows what it feels like to hear. That would be like us.
That's crazy.
And you're saying I wasn't around at them times, no?
And she needed, when she had her head surgery, where were you? Where were you?
I don't know, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. Your daughter's having 3-hour head surgery and you don't know where you were, and then you're going to sit here and tell me, but I was there.
I never said I was there. I was there like 50% of the time. So that's the other 50%.
Do you know what? Maybe,
Look, I'm not even trying to
maybe the truth is you weren't there when it was needed. Maybe that's what it is then.
All right, cool. We'll settle on that then.
Okay.
No. Hang on a minute. No.
That nigga agreed and was like, wait. Nah.
We won't settle on that.
Okay.
Because there's times when, look, Ev, maybe I haven't been there when sometimes.
In very important moments you have missed. It's a very simple statement. You've missed some very important moments that you should have been there for because you was on some fuckery. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
But don't act like,
I just want you.
That's fair. And yeah, but don't act like I was not there or I just willfully neglected you. Even though in some places it does seem like it was willful neglect on his part, I'm going to say more so he was probably really outside on some crazy shit and tried to stay away from his family because it was just not going to be conducive to your safety. And he didn't want you to see him in that light at the same time. So it's easier for you to see him like this than it is for you to see that side of him that he didn't want to show you. Is how I feel. That's just me.
You to understand, Lerone, being a teenage parent was one of the hardest things I've ever gone through.
So why'd you do it then, cuz?
Because I found out that I was pregnant.
You told her to have the baby, bro. And she loves you. The fuck you think she's gonna do? Oh, he loves me and says he wants this baby? The fuck you think I'm about to do? Like, But again, take responsibility. Everybody played a part. Everybody played a part. It was two to tango. Especially if everybody agreed to have the fucking baby. Like, oh, God damn it.
4.5 months. And I had about 2 weeks to get an abortion, in which you convinced me not to get an abortion because you were going to be this amazing father. And then you were this amazing father, and then you ducked out.
I didn't duck
and then
out
you,
nowhere.
And you know, and I'm just saying to you, it was traumatizing for me because I'm there trying to get an education. I'm trying to go to college. I'm trying to go to uni. I've got a full-time job because I need to raise my child, and I don't have you even just doing small things like picking her up from the childminders for me.
The shit you guys call daycare is a childminder? Or is that a babysitter? I don't know. Somebody gotta let me know if anybody watches this shit. What the fuck is a childminder?
The 1 or 2 days that you did that, Lerone, does not...
Ring Margaret now, blood. How do I remember her name?
This nigga ring Margaret. Right, this nigga's an idiot.
10 years later, Margaret, fam. Don't ever try to... Hey, listen.
Again, I'm gonna give my nigga all the credit for shit that I can feel like I can give him credit for. Not only does he know the childminder's name, but I feel like he probably did that shit a lot more than she's giving him credit for. However, she probably is like, nigga, that's nice and all, but I was doing 50, 11 things. And maybe you did this shit here and there, or like a little bit more than here and there. But I'm doing so much that I needed a little bit more than just you doing it here and there. I needed a real 50% pickup rate. That might have made this load I was carrying over here. So that's why I'm like, yeah, she's not giving him full credit for everything. That's why I'm like, hey, because I've been on his ass, but I can see that there are certain sections where I'm just like, you probably just thought your shit was just booming so hard on all the shit you was doing trying to take care of your daughter that you just needed him to do something as simple as picking the baby up so you could still keep all these other obligations. And he wasn't doing that. So then everything else just becomes more magnified to her, I feel like, is how that kind of went.
Evelyn. And
you were there for the first year.
This is what I'm trying to say to you, yeah? You're trying to create the narrative that he was not there, yeah? And
That's not what she's doing. She's just not letting you get as much credit as you feel like you deserve because you feel like you were there more than you were. And I think it's just magnified to her because not only were you not there how she wanted you to be, there were a lot of major moments that you missed. So then it just, she's like, oh, well, fuck it, that nigga wasn't here for shit.
I'm telling you, you are right. I probably wasn't there the amount that but how on earth? You don't sit there and lie, bro.
So what am I lying about?
That
what am I not telling the truth about?
You're trying to make up I was not there.
No, I'm saying that the little you were there
little
does not compare to a lot that you weren't there. Because I don't think you actually were there for significant things in her life. I don't even think you know your daughter.
What?
This motherfucker be using some heavy words. I don't even think you know your daughter. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh wow. Jesus Christ.
Just said what I just said.
What the hell do you know?
What GCSE options is Kaya taking right now?
She's in year 10.
This is the general school choice? I don't know. I don't know what a GCSE is. What the fuck is that?
10, fam.
What GCSE?
She's just gone into year 10, fam.
So what GCSE?
Is the year 10 is sophomore or 10 years old?
I've got a whole year to find that out. Like, what are you talking about?
I can't.
I swear in year 9, you're only still doing SATs.
No, she's doing GCSEs.
But in year 10, you do mocks.
Your daughter has 6 Gs. She's got options that she picked and you don't know any of them. What's her favorite color? What's her best friend's name? You don't know your child.
These are things I probably wouldn't know. Best friend name, yeah. The favorite color would probably, I don't know if I would know that, like, from ask. I would know that from just association. But, like, I don't think there'd be a conversation that we would particularly have. Like, father and daughter. I'm giving him a little bail for that one.
Yeah.
Those are all frivolous.
Frivolous
like,
things
non-
that motherfucker go missing. You do need the best friend's name. Favorite color though? It's kind of frivolous.
she cares about that are important to her.
No, because she doesn't mention them when she rings
Because
me.
she doesn't talk to you like that. She has you were saying to me just about an hour ago that when Kaya's with you, she doesn't really speak to you. She'll be on her phone. And I said to you that I have the complete opposite example. I can't get her to shut up.
Yeah.
She's always talking. And the reason why she doesn't open up in front of you is because she doesn't really have a relationship. She has a very fickle relationship with you.
That's nonsense.
Which is, okay, I know who my dad is. I spend time.
Yo, the words she be using would cut me so deep. If I was this nigga, I see why he acted how he act. It shit hurt. It shit hurt just watching this nigga get talked to like this. God damn it. You tell me you got a fickle relationship with my kid? Put your ass in a headlock. This shit hurts. Stop talking to me like this. Jesus.
Thing, but when I'm here, I'm on my phone. I don't really tell. She won't
No,
tell
she
you
does.
things
She does.
about her life.
Listen. You know, maybe she does kick it with me a bit, but I wasn't ready. Listen, what you might understand is, Evan,
Yeah.
in my old age now, you know what I'm saying, kids and that.
You're not
I
old,
have-
you're 34.
What?
You're 34. It's really
Growing
not
up in Hackney and 10 years into your life, so I'm 44. Yeah, get it right.
Jesus Christ. Where the fuck is Hackney? Is that London? I think.
So, in my old age and that, kids and that, yeah, I more want to spend time with the kids and stuff recently, if you hadn't noticed.
All right.
So,
Okay.
I'm not ready. I'm probably not ready for my kids to be at that teenage age where, you know, it's just all phone. Like, I try and get my sons to come out and play
Lerone,
with
the
me.
problem is you've had too many children.
No, I haven't had enough, my guy.
5 baby mums, 9 children. You
I
think
don't
that's not?
class
You
with
don't
babe mum,
think?
fam. I don't use that derogatory term.
Okay, mother of your children. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
And you don't think it's
Seems
enough?
like I've grown up a bit more than you, my friend.
No, do you know the only reason?
No. Yo, this is the shit that when I seen the trailer, I was like, why? This nigga seems to, he takes a shot every time he can get one off. And I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this?
The reason why I use that word, Lerone, is because you use it all the time.
What?
Okay.
It's because I'm grown, cuz.
Okay. Listen,
Man's grown.
you think you still need to have more children?
Should the lady fit enough to have my children come along, yeah?
Jesus. He remind me that in just this aspect, he only reminds me of my nephew. My nephew just want to just keep having babies like forever. And I'm just like, why? This shit crazy.
Okay. I honestly feel that your 9 children are a consequence of just poor decision making.
Don't you ever your life call my children consequence.
Yeah, we're back to that motherfucking, what is it? Fucking whatever A word she used at the time. I can't fucking remember. Abomination. Yeah, like we're back at that. Like you're talking about people's kids. Like they're actually here now. Like you can't just, there's another way to express this that you just are not doing.
Little pipsqueak.
The truth of the matter actually is,
What?
Lerone, did you plan any of your children?
That shouldn't matter. That shit matters none.
What do you mean, like?
Did you plan any? I ask questions
Because it's
and
two
you say,
different
what
questions.
do you mean?
When
But
you're in it,
I'm speaking English.
when you're in it,
No, bring it, because it's real, innit? It's real.
when you're in it,
Yeah.
of course they're planned. But then afterwards, when you hear the news that it's actually coming, it's a bit like, okay,
This is fantastic.
it's like,
This
alright,
is
cool,
great.
maybe it's a
In
bit
this-
like.
So you're telling me, Lerone, that you actively think like, oh, I'm shooting this club up tonight. Like that's what we're doing. But you're like, hey, every time I've shot a club up, it doesn't always turn into a shooting. It just, hey, nothing happens. But then when she shows up and she's like, I'm pregnant. Now you're like, okay, cool. This nigga's wild. This nigga's wild. Oh, wow.
Situation.
I need to.
Okay,
you know me.
okay, all right.
What?
So in the situation they're planning, but later on, you think to yourself,
Have I shied away from the duties of any of my kids?
Sorry.
Have I shied away from, like, have I ever been one of them guys that's like, I just bang bare chicks, I'm one of them road guys, I just bang bare chicks, I don't, I'm not
Yes,
about.
that's
Are you
that's
dumb, fam?
you.
Are you dumb?
I feel like the point that she's not seeing with what he's saying is I've taken ownership or responsibility over all my kids. I may not be there for all of them all the goddamn time, especially shit, I got 8. Like, It's a good enough excuse. I can't be with every kid all the goddamn time. I got 8 kids. It's only one me. So that's the fair point. But I think the point overall that she's missing, that he's trying to say, is like, I've taken responsibility for my kids. I don't have a bunch of kids that I don't fucking take responsibility for. I take responsibility for my kids. And I feel like that's the thing where she's like, oh no, just having all those kids and all these things, like, yo, she's just, to a point, she just seems like she's really hurt by a lot of shit, that she's just really not willing to see the shit that he's saying. And then I'm just like, he does a terrible job of explaining himself.
So
9 children and 5 baby moms, and you don't think that's you?
Do all my kids know me? Do they all know me?
Yes, because you've been...
Do I send money to my kids? Do I pick my kids up? Do I pick my kids up from school? Do I teach my sons right from wrong?
I don't know what you do with your other children. You're reading out things like... Because I guarantee you, your baby mums are going to be... They're going to say shit, and it's going to be opposite to what you said.
That's not...
I promise you.
Where's your phone at?
I promise
Brother,
you.
Do
you want me to play messages from Kiana from yesterday?
Nah, but yesterday was a different story.
Okay, but...
Yo, I can't help you if you don't help me. You say shit like that when she says she got messages from yesterday, and it puts you back in the chair to like, hey, but yesterday was yesterday. Like, I'm not talking about right now. I'm trying to talk about something else. Like, nigga, god damn it.
But this is what you do, Lerone. What you do is quite typical.
Because I have a life, fam.
Hold on.
Because I've got stuff going on.
Because you got things to do. But what you don't is, at the cost of your child crying and being upset, that's your excuse. I've got things to do.
You weren't crying.
How do you know he weren't crying? You weren't there. Okay, you're saying that you not turning up, your child wasn't crying, but you don't know because you weren't there.
Because I know, man.
How do you know?
Because I just know.
You have a lot of opinions on your children in the moments that you're not even present in their lives. That's the issue.
Listen to me, bro, and listen to me carefully. I'm not even going to go into it right now, but there's 2 separate events. You know what I'm saying? Like,
one involves your child and one doesn't.
Listen to me. No, what I'm saying, because, as you know, I work nights and days, fam.
Yeah. This is a recent thing, Lerone. So
doesn't make a difference, my brother. If it's recent, that means that my body's not even used to it as yet.
Okay.
So
what's the other 14 years is the point I'm trying to make.
What do you mean?
Okay. Kaya has siblings. She has a sibling that she hasn't even met.
Oh, yeah, you fucking up on that
She hasn't even met her sister.
Yeah.
And that doesn't bother you. You don't feel anything about that.
That should be an issue.
The only reason why
that should be an issue.
Some of her siblings is because we went out of our way.
No,
to actually,
stop the cap.
So why do
you and Kiana are the only ones that have a relationship?
Exactly, because you literally
any one of my
ruined
other
the
kids because
relationship.
You
ruined the relationship between me and all of the other children's mothers.
Hey, listen to me, Ev.
So the reason why we don't talk, why don't we talk?
I don't know. Do you know what it is, brother?
Okay.
I'll tell you the exact reason.
Let me show you
I will
why
tell
we
you
don't
the
talk.
exact reason.
Okay.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
I will tell you the reason.
Yeah.
Because y'all be cool trying to gain info and this and that and see, oh, this is another, like when Lerone goes missing, I can see where he's hiding at and all that stuff. But y'all don't actually fucking like each other. So when it goes left or when I start smashing one of you again and it's like,
you haven't said to me in years, don't do that.
Oh, brother, nobody don't want to smash me.
I'm glad.
I've got women, even if I had to piece together 10 different women to equal you,
Right.
I would do that.
I'm glad.
I'm
not even trying to argue. I'm
cool,
actually happy.
You know,
okay.
Stop it.
No one's arguing. Please don't.
Anyway, back to the go back to the matter. Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all form an alliance, but it's a fake alliance. And when it goes left, man wanna come back and act like, oh, Lerone sabotage it. No, nigga, these ain't your friends in the first place. Why on earth would you try to make an allegiance?
Okay, so
and that makes a listen. While we're here, brother, yeah. Why go after that Carlos thing, fam? And that makes us friends in the first place. And when it goes left, man wanna come back and act like, oh, Lerone sabotage it. No, nigga, these ain't your friends in the first place. Why on earth would you try to make an allegiance?
Okay, so
and that makes a listen. While we're here, brother.
The point I feel like he's trying to make is y'all are only trying to use each other to fucking create like a surveillance network around me. But y'all don't really like each other. And when I really start doing something with one of y'all again, then the shit like falls apart because I start fucking with one of y'all again. And now that's my fault. And it's like, nah, y'all bitches was just trying to gang up on me anyways. And it's like, that may be true, but you have 8 kids that are now brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter. You now have to deal with that headache because you might want to now go back and fuck one of your other mothers of your children that like, all right, cool, my nigga, handle that. But like, you got to make sure you handle the other shit so all your kids can still be fucking kids together. Because You said you wanted to create a village, but you made a city. The fuck?
Brother, yeah? Why go for that Carlos thing, fam? You don't.
Who's Carlos?
Even that, fam. You did some sideways shit with that, fam. And you want to talk about me ruining shit. Like, fam, you had me rolling around with this fucking kid, knowing full well y'all two was something. Like, don't have me rolling around with the kid. You're lucky I took that.
Yo, that's a foul move. It's a foul move. It's a foul move. Especially if you didn't like fuck on none of your friends or like any of that other shit. Like, that's a foul move. That's a foul move. I can't. Hey, that's wild. That's wild. You can't be that angry.
That's all fucking kid, knowing full well y'all two was something. Like, don't have me rolling around with the kid. You're lucky I took that sofa. I could, like, you know what I'm saying to you, bro?
Okay, cool.
You were the first person that should know, brother. It's not always like that.
Okay, so let me explain something to you. I'm going to go through one by one. My biggest issue with you, I don't care how you feel about me now.
I don't give
Yeah? But my biggest issue with you is you would not let me breathe. If you thought I was dating someone, if you thought...
So now we are to the meat of the situation. The kid shit is like the shit she can feel empowered by. But this is her really saying the shit that she really wants to say. Okay.
There were times you used to stalk me outside my house, stand outside my bus. Remember the bus stop that was outside my house? There were times I used to find you in my house, broken into my house. You wouldn't...
Yo, this nigga's wild. Are you breaking... Yo, come on now. Come on, son. You can't be moving like that. That shit's wild as fuck. Hey, niggas, any nigga out there moving like that, fix your life. That's wild as fuck. You can't be breaking into the bird's house. It's just not okay. Or standing outside no bus stops and shit. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Move on.
Let me live. So then I had to live a life where I had to lie to you about anyone that I was dating, anyone I was doing a thing with, because you actually weren't. And no, hold on, because you
All
just,
right,
you
no,
just,
no,
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 wait,
no.
you just
I will
spoke.
side with you on that. I'm siding with
So this is like in court where the witness, Lerone was the witness, and he was talking all that shit, and he thought he was making some big points, and then he brought up the Carlos shit, and nobody knew about Carlos on the fucking prosecution team. But now the fucking prosecution knows fucking about Carlos, and you want to talk about Carlos? Oh, now we can talk about shit I really want to talk about. Hey, I didn't introduced evidence.
with you on that.
Okay, but
there was
let
a
me-
time I
let
was moving
me-
real
yeah,
fucking...
you were moving mad.
But I was in love
And-
with your ass at that time.
But
fam.
I understand that. But the point of the matter is, at that time, it almost was like, in order, do you know, I'm going to share something with you. The only reason why I was even messing with you is because I knew if I act like we're a little something, this man's going to be here for his child. And you know exactly what happened? When
Yeah,
I
that's
would do that,
wild.
you would be there for your child. You'd take her to school, you'd pick her up. And I got in this whole world of knowing that I have to do something with you.
So how did we come...
No.
That sounds
I'm not,
weird, fam.
but I'm
that
not,
sounds weird.
But it's not how you think I'm saying
Yeah,
it.
but
I'm
alright,
saying that
cool.
I almost had to pretend to be
So
in
how
a
did we
something
come out the other
with
side
you.
of that? How did we come out the other side of that?
I'm just going to address what you said before.
All right, go ahead.
The reason why me and all of your children's mothers do not talk, barring one, is because yes, we would try to speak to each other and get information, because you would be sleeping with about 4 people at the same time, telling each person that you weren't doing a thing with the other. And then what would happen is you would then get to a point where...
I don't feel like it's a conversation
you
that
would
y'all
now
need to be having with
start
each other.
telling
That's between
one
you and that
baby mum
nigga.
or one
But he shouldn't be
person,
moving like that.
Oh, this one doesn't like you. This one said this. Because you knew us being friends and actually having an alliance meant that you couldn't do your shit.
No, I didn't.
That was it.
No, I didn't.
That's facts,
And then
bro.
years later...
Most niggas can't be that honest. But if you know you that like you trying to move like that, you know you was motherfucking lying. Cause ain't no way that from how she's moving and how does the story sound from both of y'all, ain't no way any of your baby mamas putting up with, hey, I'm actively fucking 5 of my baby moms at the goddamn same time. They're not. Fuck no.
Our children do not have a relationship because you really
do.
know, but Lerone, they don't, because Kaya sees her siblings maybe 3 times a year, and that's not good enough because that's your job. So
It's
why
too-
do they-
it's
why
too
do
small
they
over there
see
for that
siblings
shit to
3
be
times
happening.
a year?
Listen to me. Number one, you know, A's kids, bro, they live Quay.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, they've got numbers, you know.
I don't know
They've all got
Quay is.
phones. They've got each other's numbers. They can talk, bro.
But they don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't live in the same house.
All right,
So you have
they're
to put them in front of each other.
Listen.
Doesn't work like that.
All right, me and my brother, yeah? On my dad's side. I didn't grow up with him. I don't chat to him every day, bro. I don't chat to him as much as I do Jarrell. But we're deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? I roll heavy with him. That's my
It could be
brother, you know
deeper
what I'm
though.
Kaya doesn't go 1 week without speaking to Reese and Ivana. So that's what she.
Because you and Kiana have a
Right,
relationship, bro.
exactly.
She's got Tristan's number. She's got Lewis's
No,
number.
but this is the point I'm trying to make. Because of all
Don't
of the
work like
things that you
that.
did over the years, that I feel like you're failing to
you gotta be a little
recognise,
bit active,
you don't
a little bit more
realise that
active, my boy.
You actually really damaged the relationship between all of your children's mothers
no,
to the point
yeah.
where there are. Hold on.
No.
Can I just finish what I am
Go ahead,
saying?
go ahead.
Which has now resulted in now years of damaged issues that's very, very hard to repair. I don't think I can speak to some of them.
Well, at this point, I would also say, hey, you gotta what's it called? You gotta get over that shit too. Like if you're so concerned about the kids and that nigga don't matter and it's about the kids and hey, motherfucker, yeah, you talk about you don't know if you can speak to them. Hey, fucking reach out. It's bigger than that. If you can't, I don't give a fuck. I can't talk to you now, motherfucker. If I have a way to contact you or I know where the fuck you live, and I'm gonna pull up. Like, hey, we need to have a conversation. I'm not here on no bullshit. I think X thing should happen between our kids. Even if I gotta fund it, let's go to, I don't know what a theme park is over there, but if y'all got a theme park, let's fucking pull up to the theme park. I'll pay for that shit. That's something we can fucking go do. Let's go do this shit. Just start from there. Just breadcrumb this shit.
I don't know if they'd even speak to me. I don't know. I'd happily speak to them because I would be happy for
Listen,
Kaya
you know
to see
A
them.
is happy to have Kaya anytime.
Yeah, Kaya.
Yeah, and at first,
But
no,
that's
no, no,
when
no.
you take Kaya down there, which you don't do very often.
So what you're saying is, in a perfect world, all of y'all will be cool and would link up and do it.
Because you, in my opinion, because you disappear more than you are present, it makes a lot more sense for us to have a relationship so that we don't have to rely on you to keep that relationship going. That's what would make sense to me. But because of all the years of the damage, there's not even been a conversation between
Man
us.
keeps using this word, damage.
Okay.
like.
But there's a lot of damages, and it really hurts.
He doesn't like the word.
Because
Sort of
Kaya
like breakdown
wants
claim
to
or
see,
something, my bro.
Kaya
Like-
wants to have a relationship, wants to have a better relationship, but she feels that you don't. There's a sister she has that she hasn't met, Lerone. Like, what the hell? Isn't she 4?
No, she's 3.
I'm just at that point where I feel like there's not been a lot of accountability. There's not been. You've done so much shit over the years, so much shit that I'm not going to say on camera.
Like what?
Lerone.
Hey, this nigga Laurel, wow. Hey, this shit is way longer than like my normal videos. So like, if you like, you guys like this, then I'll do some more. But like, I seen this shit. Like, I'd be over in my house just laughing, going crazy, or just talking to the TV because I just be like, yo, this shit is crazy. This nigga Laurel, like when I seen the initial trailer, that shit was just crazy. But yeah, I guess I don't know. This goes well. You guys want to see more of these? Then I'll for sure check them out. If there's more, not just like drama based shit like this, but just like internet shows that I should be checking out, like Black Chat or something. If you guys want to see me do one of those or something, then like let me know. I'll check it out. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know what I'm even gonna call this, but yeah, I'm out of here.